Hello, everybody. I am Mr. Munford. I'm the principal here at Mercer County Technical School at the Assenpink Center. I am welcome today with my counterpart, Mr. Jared Warren, who is the principal over at SciPec, and a very special guest, Mr. Joseph Washington. Mr. Washington is going to talk to us a little bit about what he and his students have been doing for Black History Month in celebration. And so, Mr. Washington, can you talk to us a little bit about what you've done?
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me on. Students have been working hard over here at the SciPec Center. We have both the STEM Academy and Culinary Academy working on a couple month-long projects with me in our history classes, as well as some daily activities that we try to do to celebrate Black History Month. So with my freshman students, my first-year students, we're doing a project where students have chosen someone that they typically haven't heard about while studying Black History Month in the past. And they're creating a commemorative stamp for that person to recognize their accomplishments, as well as writing a persuasive essay arguing why that person should be given this honor. So I have a couple examples of some things that our students have been turning in over here. So we have one of Charlie Parker, musician. Another one here, Emlyn Tunnell, football player. And then another one, James Baldwin, author. Students have been, I've been getting a lot of feedback from them, about just figuring out about people that they had no idea had even really existed, and feels that they're really interested in. With my junior students, they're in US2, so we focus in on the Harlem Renaissance because it ties in directly with what we're learning about that period of time. And my students are hard at work right now creating museum exhibits. So they've chosen a topic that ties in with the Harlem Renaissance. And then we're going to set up a mini museum over in our classroom for the students to come in and tour and take a look at what they were able to create. Also, throughout the month, we do some current event activities where we're figuring out how people in our state and our towns in our country are celebrating Black History Month. What are some events that the students can get out in their communities and do, and figure out why Black History Month was created in the first place with Carter G. Woodson, and how it's just become a part, and why our country needed it to become a part of what we do and how we study.
It's awesome. That is awesome.
Thank you, Mr. Washington. Hey, listen, just a follow-up question. Besides what we do here at SciPec every morning, we have our morning announcements. We do a quote from that really pays tribute to a famous African-American from what they've done, throughout the course of history. Each day we pay tribute with a infamous quote, and I think that really sets the tone for the day and the start of the school day. But then also Mr. Washington's also talking about doing some displays of his students' work and everything. Mr. Washington, what do you think is the most important thing? What is the one key theme that our students get out of Black History Month?
Key theme is just figuring out, what the purpose of this is, how different groups in our country's history have sometimes been left out of the conversation, oftentimes left out of the conversation. And not that we're not doing this on a daily basis within our curriculum to begin with, right, but what the purpose is of recognizing this and celebrating the accomplishments of people that have been a big part of our country's past. We seeing students figure out that there's a theme to Black History Month every year, something that they didn't know about. This year being Black health and wellness was really cool to see them get interested in. The quotes that are given every day, like my students are tuned into that, listening for it. And it's just, to see the genuine excitement and caring about, even the morning announcements, because they're looking forward to that is awesome.
Thanks, Mr. Washington, and thank you for what you do.
Absolutely. And as Mr. Warren said, over at SciPec, they're doing the morning announcements celebrating Black History Month. Here at Assenpink, we're doing the same thing too, Mr. Washington. We are celebrating Black History Month via our morning announcements. Some teachers have done what you've done, and in terms of putting a display out there for people to see. and it's just really been a great time to talk about those groups that, like you said, have been left out of the conversation.
That's great. That's great. And to hear that we're doing this as both of our schools, and if we can maybe get students from one school to be able to see what's going on over at Assenpink, you guys see what's going on at SciPec, even better. Just continue to bridge the gap there.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. I know that Mr. Sikowski came and took pictures and helped us celebrate to post on our website, and I'm sure he's done that for SciPec as well. So if if our viewers want to see this, they can definitely venture over to our website to see the projects that some of our students are doing.
You got it. Hey, we'll just keep up the good work, keep up the good conversations, and most importantly, educate our kids about the past, the present, and looking forward to the future. So I think we all have good things going on. So,
well, that's a great show. And Mr. Warren, I think you got something that you want to say there for our viewers.
Absolutely. So like we end every principal's office, on behalf of Mr. Munford, Mr. Washington, thank you so much for your time, your insight, and letting us get inside your classroom for a little bit and see what's going on. And as always, we look forward to the next time we meet, the next episode of the Principal's Office. And always remember, folks, Mercer County Technical Schools, magic happens here.